Hello, everyone. Samantha here, and this is my weekly Ascension update for July 8th to 14th, 2024. And we're moving through the 7-7 and 7-8-8 gateways this week, so the energy is particularly potent. We continue to dream a new life into being. We're rebirthing during this very potent month of galactic coding via significant moon portals and celestial gateways that are really imparting us with greater spiritual strength. And every year during the first week of July, a sacred gateway of energy is activated between Earth and the star Sirius. So it brings a real opportunity for augmented vibrations and spiritual advancement for us. So this week's energies will contain healing to really connect us more deeply to our truth, our inner truth, to co-creation, oneness, active listening, and conscious communication, okay, with each other and with the sacred. And we continue to hone our third chakra power center this month. I mentioned this in my July update. And so we will become more and more empowered and spiritually expansive as we go through this month. Now, the sun has not been very active the first week of July, and generally solar flares also help us a lot with our healing, as you know, for those of you that have been following my offerings. And we've only had a few low-level M-class flares, so we're not getting a lot of energy that way, but definitely through the Sirius Gateway and the other portal and gateways that I just mentioned. And know that all of this is contributing to your karmic patterning residue being completely gone by the time we get to the 888 gateway in August. So this really gives you the leverage to continue to raise your vibration, your consciousness, and move out of that victim archetype for yourself, that old paradigm that's connected to the old earth timeline. So the gateways we're going through right now, the 7-7 and the 7-8-8, these are sister gateways to the 8-8-8 gateway. And this energy is really actively getting you to embrace spiritual growth and deepen your connection with divine energies overall. Okay, as we prepare for this DNA upgrade that I've been talking about as we go through the 8-8-8. It's also helping us to move more into the abundance timeline for ourselves and get what we need to continue on our soulful journey and growth. And so stay focused on your long-term goals, no matter how difficult it may seem right now or slow, or you just have to keep trying. Just stay focused on that. And that abundance and true destiny for you is going to unfold bit by bit. Patience and surrendering are key. Right. But we'll see, we'll have more energy as we go through. I feel through the rest of this month, probably the sun will become more active, and you're going to see that more and more people are going to awaken. We're going to have more awakening as we move through this month. And you'll see on the world stage, for example, that there'll be more waking up to people realizing that we cannot be giving away our power to external sources. And that's part of that third chakra we're working on this month. So you're going to find it in your own life, but also we'll be seeing it in the collective out in the world, where people will be realizing through events that are happening in the world that we just can't continue to look to world leaders, for example, as the ones that are going to solve our problems in the world. Okay. So all of this is happening this way to get us to step up more into our power and to really step out of that victim archetype. So let's take a look at the reading and what we will be working with this week. So cosmic dates, as I mentioned, we've got that 7-7 and 7-8-8. So that's really going to propel us into this learning that we're having this week. And we've got a lot going on in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th chakras this week. And then a reminder that you see here on the left-hand side, the warrior and the spiritual warrior are the archetypes for that third chakra. I put them there just as reference for us. Now we've got two archetypes helping us this week. We've got the prophet, and then we've got the priestess here in the lower right-hand corner. And the prophet really supports us to know our own truth. Okay, so this is about honing our own truth co-creation, co-creating with others, active listening, and conscious communication. So this week, be very aware of how you're communicating. Is it through a sense of balance, power, thoughtfulness? Are you listening without an agenda, or do you need to be right? This is what we're learning. Okay. Are you impatient? So with all this emotion that's going to continue to come up, are you impatient? Are you assuming others' motives? Again, this is about awareness that we're embodying. Let's be really aware of why we're thinking things, saying things, why we're acting. And this will help us do it more in the highest good than, banging up against each other as we've been doing for a long time. So again, watch whether you're pushing or throwing your power around, or not stepping into your power, or you're controlling, or are you being too passive? Because as I said, it's a third chakra focus this month. And that profit will help you with that. It's going to help you express that truth. But at the same time, again, remember, you are a peacekeeper. Okay. You are here in this world to, if you so choose, of course, as always, but to help with the ascension process. The fact that you're watching this video, you want to be in this sense of self-mastery and growth, and knowing that you're a co-creator, you're an ascension pioneer, you're a peacekeeper. And then we have the priestess here that supports us with expansiveness. All right. Spiritual altruism. So this is about, again, when you talk about the highest good, about practicing compassion. So compassion for yourself, compassion for others. Take a look at that this week as you go through very rapid healing. All right. Let go of assuming, blaming, criticism, because compassion is really the key for us if we want to move beyond and transcend that selfishness, that ego, that control based type of motive or action for ourselves. Okay. So it's a lot about more surrendering and breathing as we move through, especially this week where there's going to be a lot of rapid healing. So we have the plant allies to support us. We have rosehip, which is part of the magical child, fourth chakra. And rosehip teaches us, I nurture the child within. And so again, you'll have a lot of rapid healing this week. Be careful not to get caught up in your pain stories from the past, or triggers that may come up for you. They may come up in floods or flashbacks, okay? As we continue to rapidly heal and move out of them, they may ebb and flow for you. Just know that it's the past. It's not now. You are moving beyond that. You're transcending. You're becoming a powerful, empowered human being. And as you clear these, just see that shadow. And as I said, have compassion for yourself, nurture yourself. Okay. Sleep when you need to. You're doing a lot of healing through the subconscious, and embrace opportunities to play and be lighthearted this week. That might really help you. And then we have hops here. Hops, this is when you see hops, hops is a very rapidly growing plant. And this teaches us to ride the waves of emotion, okay, emotional expression. And as we are in emotional expression, to really watch how we are expressing ourselves and be accountable and responsible for that. Okay, so this will deepen, as I said. So watch your reactivity. You may have more heat flushes. Okay, take the time to process as you need to, and direct any intense energies if you have burst of energy towards new ideas and activities that bring you joy. And then we have viburnum here. It's a sixth chakra plant, and this is about I move forward with clarity and confidence. This is about the true self, moving more into the true self, continuing to attune to your inner truth, what you know is true for you, and who you are as a human being on an incredible journey for yourself in this lifetime. And as you listen to yourself and not the external noise that's out there, where you may be pairing yourself with others, or you've got negative thoughts, or you just don't think that you're good enough, or that you can't, try something new because you just don't have the capacity, know that you're being asked by spirit to move beyond that and really release self-doubt and insecurity. Okay. And then finally, we have Lotus, and Lotus here is upside down, which means you're going to be in the thick of it, which is working with that ego. Lotus is about divinity and honoring that divinity with grace and humility. and it's an ally of the priest priestess archetype. Okay, so you're in that process of becoming a spiritual being, having an earthly experience, really knowing that and preparing for this DNA upgrade, the 888, and understanding that our true divine nature is cultivated through humility and service to others. Okay, so that is the reading for this week. And as always, I'm sending you lots of love and courage as you move through this incredible time of ascension and spiritual awakening and becoming that conscious embodiment for yourself. I will see you next week.